Let's go. So we lost a lot of that run to the rat not playing along. A little bit of bad RNG there, but hopefully we can get away with this one here. It'd be nice to get a good wally. We did 23 seconds. That is a solid wally. That is an RNG bit there. With the kind of route that I'm doing right now, you can get it as like early as maybe 21 seconds, or you can get it as late as like 32-ish. So 23 is quite good. We take those around here. Hop into here. We need the knife. And we'll collect the spit here. We'll be back here again in a little bit. We need to collect some further items here, kind of our first pass around Scab Island. I get the stick. We did have the bucket, good. Swamp. So we're doing some intentional movement there. You notice that I'm kind of clicking above wood tick there. That makes Guybrush go directly to the right for whatever reason. So if you do like a click above wood tick and then you click on wood tick, Guybrush ends up taking a more direct route into wood tick. Kind of overrides the built-in kind of auto walk. That saves a second or two, I think. Cool. Here we go. So we're heading over to Largo, who's up by the ship here. This initiates getting the thing behind the door there, the kind of coupon or whatever it is, the pickup ticket. And while we're here, we'll set up for the rat. I do miss the days where we used to run on the Amiga version. The Amiga version, the route that was the fastest, actually allowed us to have the string already. And so we would basically build that full trap but not catch the rat, leave, and then come back and get it on our next pass through. So you'd always get perfect rat, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, we found a number of other big skips that save a significant amount of time. On this version, which is the FM Towns version, that's the one I'm running on. Hence the lovely golden brown verbs and menu stuff. But there's one massive time save on this version that makes this worth it, even at the sacrifice of the rat being more consistent. And if you ever play the special edition of the game, there is a trick called Stop Manip that we use all over the place in the run, but you can use that Stop Manip glitch to get a perfect rat every time as well. A lot like the instant coffee glitch on Adventure Game Studio games, things like Ben Jordan or Gemini Roo's been a popular one recently. Basically, the ability to sort of interact with something without being next to it. Kind of skipping the animation sometimes as well. Anywho, let's get ourselves a voodoo doll. Okay, good. It's a good conversation there, I would say, and we have got a lead. That is good to see. Very atmospheric. This has been very good tonight, these OSTs. Definitely out of the usual wheelhouse that I have set up on here. It's been nice to kind of play around with it a little bit, do something different. All right, here's our rat collection, if you will. So we want to beat the rat to the stick. Oh, it was close, but we got it. That is a perfect rat. So we're 2 for 2 on the RNG things. Wally was kind. And the rat gave us a scare. But we got away with it. For anyone not around on that last run, the last run had a terrible rat, about as bad as it gets. Basically, the rat gets scared if Guybrush is anywhere near it. So it starts running around instead of going into the cheese squigglies as intended. Really good dialogue there. Nice. Okay. Make sure I don't shut the door behind me when I talk to Largo. I think I do that because you, I don't know. So I guess the door shuts when I'm doing the swamp water. The mud. What's funny is you don't really do the close there. Like, if you just use the bucket with the door, Guybrush just kind of closes it automatically. That's what's the intended sort of pattern is. That's kind of what you want to do. But I don't know, sometimes my mind drifts. I end up just kind of closing it myself, trying to be tidy, and then that kind of goes into a moment later on where I shut the door when I'm talking to Largo. And it's funny because Largo's like, hey, keep that door open. Like, he doesn't just throw you out then, which I find to be a bit funny, but anyways, we're good to go. Got our money and our monocle, which are the 2 elements, and Largo's gone. So those are kind of the criteria to get off the island. So Dread will help us out now. Cool, that looks good. So yeah, I was talking about the inventory being a certain way for the ending, like the last split, and that what we just did there is the setup for it. So we just open one of the envelopes to get our stuff back. That is a little bit faster, but on the second one there, we actually pick it up and then open it while kind of moving around. And that's because we want to have the envelope to offset some of the inventory so everything gets moved over a line. Okay, 7 black. That's our final number of the night. That is a 7 black. Lucky number 7 black. Seven black. Right on it there. We will take the invite and we'll be on our merry way. Okay, maintaining. This is good. Okay. All good this is our next Scab Island visit here. Back in the day, this visit would come after a much, much longer Fat Island visit, because we need to start setting things up to get the fishing rod, and we also need to fix the ore and all that. But this version skips all that. We have a something that's built in basically to the FM Towns version. Skips all of the need for us to talk to the fishermen at all. And then we don't need to get the ore at all to be fixed by the woodsman, or the craftsman, whatever, the carpenter. I think it's called the woodsman in this game, I don't really know. Because we never break it. It's kind of a fun one. Whale. And Jojo. Okay, cool. We got the metronome, and that is the key for me, I think. This is strangely catchy, this one. Okay, so now we're heading back to Booty Island. Rickety Rabbit, of course, shouts out. Alright, this is all just to get the crypt key here. We'll use that when we go back to Scab a bit later. We're going to adjust our inventory up one. And head to the next spot here. Gotta cheat at this contest. We need to hope for good wind. That is RNG, as it often is, as it always is. Okay, good wind. Alright, great. So that's 3 for 3 on good RNG. The main RNG bits, I guess. There's some RNG that we're reacting to throughout, of course, but it's fun, impactful ones to talk about at least. Nice. That was what was it? All threes, all fours, whatever that was. Good grovel. Good gravy, good grovel. Let's get the dog. And then we're going to climb the tree, as the split suggests. This is the one cool, obvious glitch of the whole run here. It's fun to show this one off at the marathon not long ago. So, pretty good. As long as you didn't soft block, that's good. You can soft block pretty easily doing that trick. That is why we don't need to repair the ore, because we actually never step on the ore. Until the very end, and once we do that, we were already at the top. We get warped up. We kind of make it past the threshold, so we just leave the broken ore there. Don't need it anymore. It's kind of a particular trick, but it is it's not terribly hard to do. It just has a lot of implications if you do anything wrong with it, that's for sure. Alright. Kate, capsize. What do you have for me? 37.85. 37.85. Pretty good map, I would say. Got a lot of things in the middle and lower parts today. I feel like most of the time, anecdotally at least, you get the top left or top right corners, and that's like the most common spot on that map. But I guess everything is a possibility. Just kind of getting the parrot chow out here. It's our next business. You can do it on this screen too, but I'll try to line up my cursor just in such a way to make that go faster. Okay, still maintaining, which is good to see. Here, we need to get our near grog, and we're going to go check out what coffin we're going to get. Here we go. Oh, Nightbot. Why, Nightbot? No faith in me. I will say that Nightbot has been right a lot of the time tonight, too. We have had a couple coffin 5s today. I'll scroll back up to the book. I gotta make sure you use this book or the big whoop book you can use, I think, as well. But you can't use the Joy of Hex book because you cannot continue without that one. So you have to be careful on the speedrun in and end if you're just playing for the first time. To not switch around. I think the Voodoo Lady uses that Joy of Hex book or things later on. I think that's actually related to Rapscallion. So these two books are kind of key to this. Alright, what do we got? Is it 1? Nope. Is it 2? No. Is it 3? Yes, okay. I will take a coffin 3. That is fine because I thought we were getting close to the the possibility of it being a 5 again. Yeah, we take 3s, you're right. 100%. 3 is a fine coffin. So the PB that I have that we are attempting to surpass does have a coffin 2. So it's slightly faster than coffin 3, but not by that much, which is great. Good news for us. Okay, this part gets a little crazy. Good grog. That was very good. That was very good. Bum, 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 bum. No bricks tonight. So the brick that is illuminated by the telescope there does change each time. There's like one of like 5, I think, bricks that it could be. And I always keep asking about brick. For those that don't know, brick is the one that is the preferred brick because it's the one brick that does not... you don't need the screen to scroll to see it, so you can kind of interact with it kind of early on. All right, number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still pretty close to the thing here. 4 and 5 is kind of when the time starts to get tacked on. But we've had some pretty good runs today. That one Coffin 5 I got was pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that. But I think my understanding is it's like a 15-second swing from 1 to 5, so it is notable, but... Thanks, Avorius. Yeah, that was a good one. Definitely a good one. It might not look like much to those that don't know, but there is like a lot. There are a lot of inputs there, a lot of specific things that runners are doing in that section to kind of make that go quick. And also, we're you know, if you're going really fast, you're holding down the the text skip button the whole time, and that whole thing is basically just timed, right? Because Rum Rogers Jr. is kind of whipping that drink up, but just kind of like going through a text loop. So when the text loop is done, that's when things happen. So it can be quite tight. Which number would you have me desecrate your coffin with? I think Santa said something yesterday where he's like, if I die, bury me in coffin 5. That way there's no more coffin 5s for Rapscallion to be in. I thought that was a noble joke there. Noble, dramatic joke. That made me laugh, though. On the tombstone, it just says coffin 5. Woof. We're doing pretty good here. I think we got like one, if I'm being super picky, we got like one extra line of dialogue with Rap in that first exchange there, but again, the thing with this is like, it's not just like clicking the right answer and then leaving it as is. We are selecting the right answer, but then we're also timing cutscene skips in the middle of dialogue options, and there is a bit of a pattern, kind of a tempo or rhythm to it. So you gotta be, to know. There's a lot of things going on under the hood, as I like to say. It's what makes this such a satisfying game to speedrun, actually. Good Wally there, by the way. To take a beat there. There's a good walk. There's a couple different kinds of walks you can get back down here from Woodtick. If you just click on the swamp, Guybrush will take an extremely slow, meandering path down. You can also choose to go directly right and then down and kind of do it that way. But most of us, I think, try to do a version of what I do, which is kind of like holding Guybrush's hand, is what we like to say. We kind of like to drag him in a certain direction and then eventually kind of move him over to the swamp there. So I've got kind of a spot that I check for and kind of send him diagonally down and then cut over that way. There's kind of a couple different ways that can go. You can get kind of a fast walk or a slow walk. They're all faster than doing it kind of the out-of-the-box way, but... Alright. Bones. Yeah, for me, bones. Arm, leg, head, leg. Arm, leg, head, leg. Arm, leg, head, leg. Arm, leg, head, leg. Second room. There's our arm. Leg. Head. Leg. Okay, we take those. That's fine. I was expecting the worst there because of the rest of the RNG that we've had so far, but... That's how this section is supposed to go. You skip through those cutscenes quick, and you get the spit going right away. Scroll down to the matches, because that's our next order of business here. Now we move on to Dinky, and hope it's not too stinky. Really good split that. Welcome to the Hotel California. Little vibes of that there, briefly. Don't worry, you'll never have to hear me sing that again. Unless we PB, and then somebody's gonna have to watch it again. That would be fitting, huh? There's like shades of that chord progression going on, though, right? I stand by it. This looks good here. Good. Force the PV. All the way to the bottom, all the way to the top. I don't know how I must have missed the giant X. Is that what happened? Or did I drop the... Maybe I dropped the shovel. Great Scott, as always. Only the finest of Scots on this channel. That's the Woofs guarantee. Yeah. 215, 228. Okay, with Elaine, I always forget exactly how long this takes, but if it's within 10 seconds, we'll probably be in the ballpark of the green still. Okay, well, Chucky, take the wheel. Chucky, take the wheel. Oh boy. Alright, we're looking for those warps, folks. We want the right 2 rooms. First aid or box will do. Okay, second warp is okay. There's first aid. Okay, this is an interesting situation because LeChuck is here. This is what we call the task LeChuck here. It's fine, we'll take that. So this is very good, actually. So that means we skipped one whole room of walking. Because basically LeChuck just moved us outside of the room without having to do that. Not a massive time save, but we'll take it. You know, anything's good. Bless me with a double eagle. Buffalo heads all day. Welcome to the Chucky, California. Take me to the elevator. We'll check in, but we won't check out. Okay, we'll take... Don't really have much of a choice. This could happen here, people. It's going to be very, very close. It's not dead until I say it is. Well, the game will tell me when it's dead, I guess, but haven't given up hope. You have to believe. Home stretch. Walt, be a good doggo. Come get the arm nice and quick. Two good dialogues there. Great. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Those end on the same note? That's amazing. Good gravy. Well, that's a PB, folks.